The increasing competition for natural resources between farming and herders communities in many areas of the country, especially in north central and southeast, has led to many violent clashes, including deadly attacks. The resulting crisis has affected the life and security of women and girls.
Here at United Nations Commission on the Status of Women, the USAW 66, the issue of climate change will come out strong. And all over the world, everyone is concerned about climate change and the consequences to livelihoods. Before now, I have argued personally that some of the clashes that we see between herds of men and farmers, they are as a result of each one trying to protect their livelihood in the source, although it has religious, ethnic connotation. But then, whatever it is, we must begin to look at how we can come together and work towards the protection of women and children. We have women farmers who cannot go to work. When violence breaks out anywhere, women and children will suffer more. Because one, they are not mostly a part of planning of the violence. So they are caught unawares. They are caught ill-prepared to fend off violence. So you see them always becoming victims of violence. And sometimes when there's violence, opposing camp look for victims, look for the weaker group to attack as a show of strength. And women and children fall under this weaker group. They do not have the resources to acquire arms like some people do. So they end up as victims, and this is something that must stop in Nigeria. In terms of prevention of violence, in terms of participation in violence, women are not part of that. And we have seen that rather than have women as part of prevention, participation in peace management, in conflict management, women are excluded. And the problem is, once you exclude a sector of society, you lose the voice of that society, of that sector. So we appeal that it's now time for us to begin, at least at the level of government, at the level of leadership, to begin to consider the involvement of women in the pillars of peace and security, to involve women. So let's have us discuss about women, peace and security. Because farmers now will suffer on account of the violence that is ongoing in Nigeria. Even business women, you have traders who cannot go to buy early in the morning to buy stuff, commodity for their trade. It's getting difficult for women to operate in business. So that's what we need to look at.
Nigeria has the National Gender Policy of 2006 focusing on women's empowerment and commitments to eliminate discriminatory practices. The Child Rights Act of 2003 amended the constitution to set the minimum age of marriage at 18 for both sexes, but only 24 of Nigeria's 36 states have adopted the act.
It's getting difficult for female students to get learning in schools because they are subject of attack, they are object of attack. And I just appeal that we use this medium, this process to rethink and see how we can protect women and children against violence, against sexual violence. Looking at the data on rape in Nigeria, it's astronomical. And that's why some people consider gender-based violence as the new pandemic. And like we do to all pandemic, let's try and fight it, let's stop it. Let's protect women, let's protect children. Let's make sure that anyone who violates a woman or a girl is punished for it. Do not allow sentiments to weigh in. Because sentiment did not weigh in prior to the attack on women. Let's work together as communities to begin to protect women and children. They are an integral part of our society. We cannot continue to discriminate against them. And once we close our eyes to justice against women and children, let's know that we are closing our eyes to justice against all.
There is no comprehensive national law on violence against women. Various legal instruments are being used to address violence against women and seek justice for victims of gender-based violence. These include the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act, VAPP, 2015, Gender-Based Violence, Prohibition, Law, 2007, the Child's Right Law, 2003, Prevention Against Domestic Violence Law, 2007, National Gender Policy, 2014, Criminal Law of Lagos State, 2011, the NAP on UNSCR 1325, 2017 to 20.